Zach Smith. Reporting to you today about Robert Tapman Morris, about him creating the Morris worm. We're about to go on an excursion for the Morris worm. We're gonna find this Morris worm. Just kind of fishing, guys. But anyways, we're gonna hop in our local Jeep here. I'm gonna explain to you what a worm is, what a virus is, how the Robert Tapman Morris worm was created, where it was created, so on and so forth, and what hackers are, what hackers do, why they do it, so on and so forth. So let's take a ride in my Jeep here, and we're going to go on this excursion. Alright, so worms, the first worm was created by Robert Tapman Morris. He released it through a computer at MIT. A worm is basically an infection that spreads itself through an internet connection to several computers, and it just keeps latching to a computer and infecting it, doing a certain process, whoever programmed it to process a certain way, and then it just keeps spreading and spreading and spreading and spreading and spreading and so forth. Robert Tapman Morris was a student at a college in Ithaca, New York. He created this worm for educational purposes, basically. He was a computer nerd like everybody else in that time period, because computers were a big thing, computers were evolving, so on and so forth. Then he spread the worm through an MIT computer, and so it spread all over, crushing or creating problems with computers in hospitals, universities, all over the United States. And in turn, it took several students at Blakely, MIT, so on and so forth, to stop this worm, and he tried to stop it himself. It just spread too fast. So, but everybody confuses bugs, worms, viruses. They all think they're the same thing with computers, and they're not. Viruses are not like worms to a certain extent. Viruses are spread, or in that time were spread through diskettes. If the user knew where the diskette came from and didn't use a dirty diskette, the computer didn't get infected. And with viruses as well, they had to be activated through an application to a program. If the program was not used, the virus was not activated and the computer was not affected. Nowadays, viruses are passed through emails. A lot of times they're passed through emails, and they say, hey, open this, I love you. There's certain keywords that everybody looks for, so on and so forth. And they latch onto a program. You have several different viruses, like a Trojan horse or a time bomb. Trojan horses are basically naked to the eye. They latch on to something, and they're the most well-known virus out there. Time bomb is exactly basically what it sounds like. Time bomb latches onto a computer, and then when, say, New Year's rolls around and you have pictures from New Year's on there, it goes in and deletes everything, all the pictures that were posted of anything named New Year's or January 1st, so on and so forth, and just deletes it. Does nothing else to the computer other than deleting things of that nature, of certain dates, so on and so forth. There's certain kind of hackers that create these viruses and worms and so on and so forth. And you have black hat hackers, and you have white hat hackers. Black hat hackers are basically the bad guys. The guys that do it for the heck of it, just to do it, to mess everyone up. And so certain people just do it to be mean, to be malicious. You have white hat hackers like Steve Wozniak. I mean, they're the good guys. Steve Wozniak is well known for working with Steve Jobs to make the Apple Corporation, so on and so forth. But all in all, there's no way of stopping any of this. It all started, like I said, in about 1988, and became a big popular thing when Morris got indicted in '89 for breaking the 1986 Computer Act, and from then on, it just become an epidemic. My name is Zach Smith. Appreciate you coming on this excursion with me. Y'all have a great night.